Hi, Brad and Pamela from Wellness Within here, helping you to stress less and thrive. Welcome to part 7 in our video series on helping you to reduce your stress naturally. And when we talk about stress, Brad, we're actually talking about the symptoms of stress.
Correct. And when we talk about symptoms of stress, we're talking about emotional symptoms such as overwhelm, anger, bitterness, resentment, frustration,
Mhm.
irritation, annoyance, any kind of emotion that you might be experiencing. We're also talking about physical symptoms that are caused by stress, such as chronic pain, headaches, uh, tension in the body, discomfort in the body. And it even includes things like allergies and um, rashes on the body, anything that's physical that might be caused by stress. And finally, we're talking about behavioral symptoms. This includes things like lack of focus, lack of motivation, procrastination, um, food issues like binge eating or giving into cravings, biting your nails, things like that.
Mhm, mhm. Well, in our last video, we introduced you to the concept of tapping on body sensations in order to move unwanted emotional energy and to test the progress of your tapping. In this video, we'd like to share with you some ways of getting more specific while you're tapping on those body sensations, which can lead to greater results.
And those body sensations also include chronic
Chronic
pain
pain,
and body
exactly.
discomfort. And since we're talking about chronic pain, we want to mention for you to take care of your own health and well-being.
Mhm.
If you're experiencing any kind of chronic pain, be sure to consult your physician. But today's video is on getting specific about chronic pain and discomfort. And getting specific by describing your chronic pain or discomfort in detail can turn an abstract sensation into an object that your mind can focus on more clearly. And we'll explain a little bit more about that in a moment. To get specific, and by the way, to provide you with more information to use for language in your tapping, you can ask a number of questions. Now, you already know one question because you've asked it before. It's what is the intensity of my body sensation or my chronic pain on a scale of 0 to 10? Well, we're going to share with you 8 additional questions that you could ask to get more specific.
So, the first question that you can ask yourself is, where does my discomfort or body sensation or chronic pain show up? And as an example, it might be on the inside of my right knee.
A second question has to do with the shape. What shape is your pain? Is it round? Is it flat? Is it oval? Is it square?
Mhm.
Is it long? What shape is the pain?
And a third question, what size is that pain? Is it teeny tiny? Is it huge? Is it the size of a marble or the size of a golf ball? Or how about the size of a softball or maybe even a basketball?
And what type of pain is it? Is it a sharp pain, a dull pain, a throbbing pain, an achy pain? Uh, any what is the type?
Mhm, mhm, exactly. And the next question, the fifth question would be, if you were to paint a picture of your pain, what color or colors would you choose to do so? Could be a vibrant red or sky blue, or perhaps it's yellow and pink, or maybe even a deep purple. What is the color or colors of your pain?
And next question is if you took the pain out of your body and you held it in your hands, what would it weigh? Not in numbers, pounds or ounces, but is it heavy like a hammer? Or is it light like a feather? or a ball of yarn.
Mhm, mhm. Also, the seventh question, what is the texture of your pain? Is it smooth like glass or rough like sandpaper? Is it hard or soft or maybe even squishy? Is it lumpy or prickly? What's the texture of your pain or body sensation? Mhm.
And finally, the last question we have for you today is um, what is the temperature of your pain? Is it a cold pain? Is it cool? Is it icy? Is it warm? Is it hot? Is it burning? What's the temperature of your pain?
Now, if we took all the answers to the questions that we asked about our pain or body sensation and we put them together um, and then use them in the beginning of our setup statement, the beginning of the setup statement might look something like this. Even though I have this um, aching pain on the right side of my low back, and it's about the size of a softball. That would be one example of how to put this all together.
Sure, another example might be even though I have this jagged, angry pain on the right side of my hip.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Um, how about if we just do a hypothetical situation and tap through
Sure,
to give people an example of how to do this
sure.
on their own? Mhm.
So the setup statement might look like this. Might be,
And tap along with us, and I'm going to follow Brad. So join in.
so even though I have this light blue golf-sized pain in the right side of my neck,
Even though I have this light blue golf ball size pain in the right side of my neck,
that's what I'm experiencing right now.
that's what I'm experiencing right now.
In the eyebrow, this light blue pain,
This light blue pain,
side of the eye, size of a golf ball,
size of a golf ball,
under the eye, on the right side of my neck,
on the right side of my neck.
under the nose, this light blue pain,
This light blue pain,
the chin, the size of a golf ball,
size of a golf ball,
the collarbone, on the right side of my neck,
on the right side of my neck.
under the arm, this light blue pain,
This light blue pain,
top of the head, the size of a golf ball,
the size of a golf ball,
on the right side of my neck.
on the right side of my neck.
And take a deep breath. Now, at this point, we have a lot more to test. We have a lot more information, specific information that we can test. We can
Exactly.
test, is this pain still light blue?
Mhm. Oftentimes, the color changes. It can change from light blue to dark blue to white to yellow, any other color, and it often does.
I mean, we've had clients who've had pain that started out orange, turned to yellow, then to white.
And then completely disappeared, for that matter.
Or you can also pay attention to the location, because oftentimes the location will change. It might have started on the right side of the neck, but might have moved to the shoulder, the back side of the neck, somewhere else in the body. We also talked about the size of a golf ball. It might change its shape, it might change its size as well. So you want to pay attention to all of these different descriptors
All
to
of
see
these
if
specific descriptors.
right, to see if they've changed after each round of tapping.
Exactly. And just to clarify, not all questions, you don't have to ask all of the questions. And sometimes you may ask a question and you don't get an answer. And the answers that you do get aren't meant to be diagnostic or analytical. They serve to focus your subconscious specifically on what it is that you want to deal with. So,
The answers to these questions are valuable answers for where you go next in terms of your tapping, because, as we mentioned, the descriptors can often change. And when they change, you can use that new language in your next round of tapping.
And with tapping, being specific is important for getting results. So in today's video, you learned how to ask questions about or when you're tapping on body sensations or chronic pain or discomfort in order to be more specific. And if you click on the link below this video, you can get a PDF of suggested questions. Also, there's another link below the video that you can access our series of videos. And so please feel free to do that and subscribe. And we love to hear your questions and comments, so please share them with us.
Thanks for joining us.
And we'll see you next time.
Have a good day.
Keep
Bye now.
tapping.